Right now in the UK, people are getting paid less, and most of them don't even realize it. Their job hasn't changed, their title hasn't changed, their company hasn't even told them anything. But something has changed, and it's already affecting their income. That thing is AI. And if you stay with me until the end of this, you'll know exactly whether this is already happening to you, and more importantly, how to avoid being on the wrong side of it. Because this isn't about jobs disappearing. That's what everyone is talking about. That's the obvious part. This is different. This is quieter, more subtle, and honestly, more dangerous. Because your job can stay exactly the same, while your salary slowly loses value. Not overnight, but gradually, quietly. And by the time most people notice, it's already too late to react. So let me ask you something. Have you noticed this? Job listings now, more skills, more responsibility, same pay, or less. Great is the sum. That's not random. That's not just inflation. That's not just the economy. That's pressure, AI pressure. And it works in a very specific way. Once you see this, you won't be able to unsee it. Companies have realized something. They don't need to replace everyone. They don't need to fire entire teams. They just need to make each person more productive. Because if one person can now do the work of three, why would they pay three salaries? They wouldn't. They don't. They keep one person, give them AI tools, increase expectations, and suddenly the same role produces 3 times the output. But here's the catch. The salary doesn't triple. In many cases, it doesn't even increase. Sometimes it goes down. And that's the shift most people are missing. AI isn't just replacing jobs, it's compressing salaries. Now you might be thinking, this doesn't apply to me, but here's where it gets uncomfortable. The first roles hit by this weren't the obvious ones, and the next ones, even less obvious. Let's start simple. Content and marketing. Before AI, writers, editors, researchers, separate roles. Now, one person, with the right tools, does all of it. Faster, cheaper, more efficiently. So companies ask one question. Why are we paying multiple salaries for something one person can now handle? And just like that, budgets shrink, roles disappear, expectations rise, and salaries get squeezed. But that's not the hardest hit, not even close, because admin roles are getting hit even harder. Scheduling, emails, reports, data entry, all of it can now be automated. Scheduling, emails, reports, data entry, all of it can now be automated. So instead of 5 people, you need one. And that one person is expected to handle everything with AI. Now here's the part most people miss. That one person is not getting 5 salaries. They're getting one, maybe slightly more, but nowhere near the value they now produce. And everyone else, they slowly disappear from the system. Not overnight, but gradually, quietly. And companies won't tell you this directly. They won't say, AI reduced your value. They say restructuring, efficiency, optimization. But behind all of it is the same truth. Your role is becoming cheaper. But here's the twist. At the exact same time, some people are earning more than ever. Same country, same economy, completely different outcome. AI engineers, cybersecurity experts, data specialists, their salaries are rising fast. Because they're not competing with AI, they're using it, controlling it, building it. And that changes everything. This is the new divide. people replaced by AI, and people amplified by AI. And the gap between them is growing fast. But here's something most people don't realize. You don't need to be technical to be on the winning side. There's a third group, and this is where the opportunity is. People in normal jobs using AI better than everyone else. Same role, different output. A recruiter using AI writes better messages, screens faster, closes faster. A marketer using AI produces more content, better content, in less time. Same job, higher value, and companies notice this very quickly. Because now they don't reward effort, they reward output, and AI multiplies output. So the real question is not, will AI replace you? It's this: are you using AI or competing against it? Because if you're not using it, you are competing against it. And that's a losing position. Now zoom out. In the UK, this is accelerating. London tech market, more competitive than ever. Remote jobs, global competition, AI, on top of all of it, which creates pressure. More candidates, more efficiency, less need for people. And that leads to one thing: salary pressure. Even if you keep your job, you might earn less over time. And most people won't understand why until they switch jobs and see the offers lower, more demanding, less flexible. And by then, the shift has already happened. So what do? This is the part that matters. 3 simple moves. First, learn AI tools in your field. Not later. Now. Second, focus on output, not time. Because time is becoming irrelevant, results are everything. Third, position yourself differently, not replaceable. AI enhanced, more capable, more efficient, more valuable. Because perception drives opportunity. Now think about this. 2 people, same job, same experience. One uses AI, one doesn't. After a few months, their output is completely different. Their value is completely different. And eventually, their income is different. That's the shift. And it's already happening. So let's go back to the question: is AI cutting UK salaries right now? Yes. Quietly, relentlessly, already happening. But now you see it. Which means you have a choice. One path: lower pay, no pay, more pressure, less security. The other: higher output, more leverage, more income. And the difference between those 2 paths is awareness. And now you have it.